So good morning, everyone. A little bit of maintenance going on here first thing this morning before we get rocking. Cleaning the decks out, swapping the blades. TQ's back here getting it cleaned off. We're putting some Ballard mower magic on there. Remember, if you do order anything from Ballard, you can use code Spencer and it will save yourself some cash there. So making everything look good.
Look how satisfying that is.
How satisfying it is? See how satisfying it is. Yeah. Clean that flick chute off, TQ. There you go. We need a little more pressure.
Yeah.
It's all good though. It's all
Let's get
good.
my nice pressure washer out.
Yeah, we do. We need to get it out. We had to winterize it, put it up, so. Doing real good, doing real good.
Thank you.
Here, you gotta get the best part too. That side right there, that's the best part. The flex chute. We will have Toros back in stock, guys. As of right now, we're about 2 weeks out. I just had a good conversation with them. So, yeah, Toros should be back in stock here really, really soon. We still have Skag and we still have Ferris in stock.
We do have some listed from Scratch.
Okay, Scratch and Dents,
yeah,
yep.
For Toro, so doesn't affect the usability of the flex chute. It just got scratch paint, and that's, you know, below standards for us, so we would just rather just, you know, sell it as a discount. So
yep, and those are on the website.
Yep.
Scratch and Dent Toros are on the website. They're heavily discounted. How many do we have available there? Because I know somebody just bought, what, 4?
yeah, I would say maybe a small handful. I'm not sure offhand.
Okay, we'll say maybe 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. But when they're gone, they're gone. The Toros do go very quickly. How you looking down there, G?
It's all ready. Well, ready to be cleaned.
Awesome. You want to drive her on up here?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Use a little bit of elbow grease to get some of that off of there.
Make it look its best, you know. A little bit of maintenance. Everybody keeps asking me if they got to grease these. You do not. You just want to keep them clean. That's all you got to do. Toilet brush cleaner works really well. Got my knuckle on something. All right, we're gonna repeat the cycle on that one as well, and we'll be back. Yep. All right, we got all the maintenance done this morning. Filling up here, start the week off right. It's gonna be a beautiful Monday. We're supposed to be close to 90. And yesterday, at one point, it said it was 94. I don't know how accurate that was, but you know, it was definitely hot.
Off-road?
Yeah, buddy.
Off-road.
So officially, a good morning to all of you. Good morning.
Good morning.
G said he got some free bait this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you discover? A tarp had a bunch of tadpoles?
Yeah, the tarp that was over top of my pool had a bunch of tadpoles in it when I went to drain it yesterday. So I scooped them all off there and put them in the bucket.
Go
Have
fishing.
some free bass bait.
Some free bass bait. Hey, you can't beat some free bait, man. As expensive as it's became. We used to always grab like the shiners and the minnows and oh yeah.
I mean, if I would have known, I was weeding around my blueberry bushes, and there was like tons of earthworms, tons of them.
Absolutely, our chickens normally gobble them up, but we had to cage them up because they like to go over and redo the neighbor's landscaping. Anyways, we're gonna get down here and get to work. It's gonna be a fun, eventful, hot day. So time to get dirty. We're gonna get those mowers dirty once again. So.
so for those of you that have been here for a while, know we do this big trim job typically once a year, but now we do it, we work on it throughout the month. So we're back here, the giant outfalls with the big yellow steps. I'll take you back here just a moment. They are working on a lot of things back here, so we have to be super careful with what we find, what's thrown in the lawn, because this grass, let me take a step in here. It's darn near as tall as I am. So we're going to work at it and be super careful, and yeah, just have fun. Alright, so now we are in the outfall area. If you take a look behind me, those are some steep steps. We have to clear out from, you know, what's coming out from underneath the steps, and just a couple feet back from the steps all the way down. So, and then we have this area here.
So these areas that are tight behind the fence were one of the main areas we were planning on using the small 32-inch mower on, but they have a lot of construction going on, like TQ already showed you. So they got all this silt fence up, and yeah, we just don't have access right now with our mower, and we're not going to take all that fencing down just to get into this area. So yeah, we have to do all this by hand. Now that area out there where they just got done with, we can typically keep that knocked down with the mower, but they did dig a big old line right along that fence where they're burying some kind of power line or water line or something. There's construction going on in that area, a lot of rock, a lot of things that aren't typically in that part of the lawn. So we wanted to be careful and just go ahead and go through it with the trimmers to make sure we don't destroy a mower. So that's always good, because mowers are not cheap. But they're doing a great job rocking through.
All right, so while he's finishing up, he's just got a little bit more. There's a part of the fence kind of sticking out, pretty much marking the area where they're all working over there. So I told him just to stop there for now. We got all this knocked out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Like a 20-degree difference. Woo! Feeling nice. one opened pretty easy.
Give it a kick.
All right.
Watch yourself.
Got it. So if you want to just walk back up the steps and see all the stuff that's kind of hanging out from underneath the steps.
Drop it all down.
Yeah, and I'll just work on this area real quick. Clear it to down there. It's like a 20-degree difference going all the way down there.
It is. I feel it already.
And then game plan for when we get back up there, one of us will go on the outside of the fence, work that way, and we'll stay on the inside, and we'll just knock it out that way.
Good.
I already started on the inside down here, but
This is a prime example of an area where we're really hoping the 32 will shine for us. This is our first time going through this area of the property, so like I said earlier, we wanted to make sure everything was still as we hoped so that we didn't come in here and accidentally destroy a mower, and it gives us a good opportunity to take care of trees and branches and stuff like this right here. So the side TQ's on is very narrow. You got about 3 feet maybe on that side because of a rock wall like ledge area. It goes up and then really drops off about 25 to 35 feet down into this ravine. It's not a place you'd really want to go right there to the right of where she's at right now. So I know it looks like it's just woods. It's definitely not just woods. That area right there, as soon as you go through that little patch, you're going to go off a cliff pretty much, and it's just not a place you'd want to go. But these guys rocked it out. Here on the side G's on, we'll be able to mow quite a bit of that now that we know it's fairly clear.
all right, so this is all cleared. We've been just cracking at it. I've been putting you guys in hyperlapse so you can just kind of follow us along where we're working. But we're gonna take a quick water break, and I gotta run up and get some fuel for our trimmers, and we're just gonna get back at it.
So we cleared this area. It's been about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, when Tisha was with us, and I came through this same exact area. This time there was a little surprise in the lawn. Luckily I barely clipped it, so it didn't do too much damage, but it was a huge pry bar. Right there, you barely heard me touch it, and luckily I saw it, so I immediately stopped and kind of threw it over there to the side. It's one of those big spud bars, pry bars, and yeah, luckily I avoided it. And then I drove right back here and got stuck temporarily, but we got it back out and kept rocking through it. And yeah, we're gonna get this area knocked out. This is the area right here where TQ blew the belt the last time, so we've been trying to stay on top of it a little bit more frequently instead of going to our 6 weeks, which is required. We're trying to be about a month right now, just to reduce some of the strain on the mower. But this stuff is just growing like wildfires, man. Yeah, however you want to state that. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get it done regardless. So this is G's real first test since he's been with us, and I say that because we've honestly had pretty cool temperatures up until, you know, the last few days. And yeah, today it's supposed to be 90 degrees. This is not an easy job to do by any means, and this is typically when most people are kind of like, you know what, lawn care just might not be for me. But I'll tell you what, I'm super proud of him. TQ stressed to me how proud she was of him after the workday. And yeah, absolutely great job, G. Keep rocking it, man. You crushed it out here today. This is not easy by any means. If you guys would, tell TQ and G how great of a job they did as well in the comment section. This is hard work, guys. There's no faking. There's no actors coming in behind the scenes, no matter what some of these crazy folks like to say or try to discredit us or whatever they like to say to try to make themselves feel good and run us down. And that's just, you know, that's how some people are. All right, guys, TQ's blowing off. Figured this would be a great opportunity to talk about the truck. As you can see, we racked it out with equipment defender racks late last night. Big shout out to Mike and Noah for coming over and helping me get it done. Pretty much already had all the racks together. We just needed to bolt them. We were going to make some plates and stuff to go up under here, and I just kind of ran out of time. I'm like, look, we gotta, you know, we gotta get these babies on. So we went with the 3-tier trimmer rack on the side. Our trailer, we have a 4-tier. So our overall goal for this truck, and why we only went with the 3 tiers, to have a couple people in it. 3 is almost too much for it. It gets kind of hot, but 3 can be done. So we're hoping to put G and somebody else in this truck eventually, or TQ and myself will run this one, and they can take the, you know, the F350 in the trailer setup, vice versa, you know, whatever. So anyways, got the 3-tier equipment defender rack on the side here. And we decided to put everything on the passenger side just to mainly keep us out of the road as much as possible. I would have even put probably the gas can racks on this side as well. But, you know, we wanted to even it out a little bit. And we do have a tool rack that will go on to the other side to kind of even it out, even though we're thinking about doing something up front here. So one of your probably most asked questions is going to be, why did we waste our time putting equipment defender racks onto the truck if the transmission's bad? Well, guys, if the transmission does go out, we will fix it, or we will just sell the truck or part it out, whatever, take the pieces. The equipment defender racks, we can literally take them back off now in 10 minutes. It's just bolts pretty much. So that's why we went ahead and decided, and it makes us way more efficient, faster. I'd love to have it done a month ago. It just didn't work out in the cards. We've just been swamped. It's been the wettest start to our season ever that we can imagine. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna slow down anytime soon. So anyways, if you do order equipment defender racks, which I will put a link down in the description, you can use code Spencer to save yourself some money there. And yes, that is an ad. I'm not gonna sit here and try to fool anybody. If you buy something through that, we get a very small kickback from it, and it helps us out and helps our channel out and everything we're trying to do here with social media. And yeah, grow our social media side of things and business. And if you guys would, share the video as well. So let's look a little more in depth here at the racks. So we have 2 Sure-Can gas can racks. These work out really nice. You can put these in an enclosed or an open trailer. They are bolted on really nice. We just went pretty much straight down through the rail that we had welded on here, and work out really well. They're slimy. He's being slimy. We went ahead and put the Equipment Defender backpack racks on the side here. Works out really nice. And I'm not sure if yeah, actually I did. We went with the combination locks this time, just so we can change it up and not have to keep track of as many keys. Same exact thing with the trimmer rack here. Come on in, pull it down, put the code in, and you can change that to whatever you want to do and rock it and roll it that way. Like I said, we do have a tool rack as well for like our shovels and rakes and stuff. We might do something up front here just so we can keep this rail available, because we didn't bolt this one shut, just in case we need to put a pallet on here, some material or anything. We can still use one side of the truck. This side here we went ahead and made stationary. We ran bolts through and made it permanent so that these babies don't go anywhere. So yeah, real quick guys, this is a 2000, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Is this the 01? We have two different Isuzus. I don't remember. This is either an 07 or an 01. I don't know. Let's go take a peek real quick, because now it's gonna bug me if I don't. Say it back there. Nothing on that one. I think it's on the back of the cab in this truck. Let's look up here real quick. Okay, yep, this is a 2001 Isuzu NPR. Really nice truck. Has the 14-foot trailer deck and is super convenient for going in and out of tight spots. And that's exactly why we bought it and exactly why we like it. It's nice, it's convenient, it's very narrow, it's very small, and gets things done real quick and in a hurry. So yeah, there you guys have it. It is all racked out. Like I said, we got one more tool rack to add on, which we will add on at some point. But as of right now, it looks good and it's going to do a great job for us. We've been at this large commercial here all day. We just needed to get things whipped back into shape, and we didn't get everything we wanted to get done. We got to get that field mode, but we got to stay on track as well. And if we get caught up this week with mowing, which it does look like we're going to have a pretty decent weather week. It's about 90 degrees out here right now. We should be able to fly through some lawns and pick some time up more towards the end of the week and maybe double back, and we'll hit that field. And we have a hillside back here we want to get to as well. She blew the magnet off. Look at that. That don't get much better than that.
What?
You just pull up and stick the backpack right in the Equipment Defender rack.
And I make it look struggle for real.
Good job. Hey, good job to both of you.
Thank you.
That's a lot of trimming back there. And we all already know I didn't do any of this work out here. None of this. So you guys don't got to comment about it. While they were in the back doing all that trimming, I was out here sitting in the air-conditioned truck, believe it or not. And yeah. All right, guys. Good job. Seriously, thank you.
What's funny is, like, I was telling G, like, I love doing that stuff back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is what you make of it. You know, I told G, I said, look, you got paid to get a great workout in today.
Yeah.
Don't get much better than that.
No, I don't.
All right, guys. We're on out of here. This is going to be it for the day. We've been here all day long. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, keep mowing.
Keep mowing.
Keep growing.
Keep making money, boys and girls.
We'll talk to you later.
TQ out.
G out.
Peace.